It was a quiet evening, and Emma moved into the old house at the edge of town. Locals had always warned people to stay away, but she didn't believe in ghost stories. The house was cheap, and she needed a place to stay. The first night, she heard faint whispers, but brushed it off as wind rustling through the cracks. As the night deepened, the whispers grew louder, more insistent. They seemed to come from the walls themselves. "Help us, please. Don't leave us here." Emma felt a chill run down her spine. She tried to shake it off, convinced she was just tired from the move. But the voices wouldn't stop. They followed her from room to room, growing louder, more desperate. The next morning, she checked the walls, floors, and attic, but found nothing that could explain the strange sounds. That night the voices returned, more agitated. She could feel their presence now, cold and suffocating. The shadows in the corners of her room began to stretch and twist. Reaching toward her, panicked Emma ran for the door, but it wouldn't open. The temperature in the room plummeted, and she could feel icy fingers grazing her skin. Suddenly, she saw them. Faint, ghostly figures, their faces twisted in eternal agony. They reached for her, their mouths forming words she could barely comprehend. "We were trapped, ... just like you will be." In a frantic attempt, Emma grabbed the nearest object and smashed a window. Leaping through the jagged glass to escape, she ran into the night, never looking back. The next morning, when the locals found the shattered window, the house was silent again, empty, just as it had been for over 100 years. But they all knew the truth. Once you enter, you never really leave.